Today we are looking at Ableton Simpler, which is an instrument that is included in all versions of Ableton, even the most basic one. And the reason why it is really useful is because of what I'm going to show you. Okay, that's why learning objective 1 is how to use Ableton Simpler and samplers. You have already seen that if you download a pack, you can get lots of additional sounds, thousands and thousands of sounds. And if you are a registered user of Ableton Live, you have access to already a dozen free packs. So there's dozens and dozens and thousands of sounds. And if you want to expand the sounds that you have, you can always go and find free packs of samples, free packs of samples online. I'm going to share on the blog and a website called Music Radar where you can actually download 62,000 samples. Don't download all 62,000. You will not finish listening to it. Okay, just go for the genres that you like. What can you do with those samples? You will put them into an instrument like Simpler. If you go to, okay, let's create a new MIDI track in arrangement mode. Remember arrangement mode horizontal? I've created a new MIDI track. Now, point number 2, from the browser, instruments, I'm going to choose Simpler. And I'm just going to drag, I'm not going to open up and see all the different types. I'm just going to drag the first one, Simpler, into this space here, the detail view. Okay, I'm clicking and dragging. Here is Simpler, and Simpler is actually empty. There's nothing in it. Point number 3, I'm going to packs, or I could go to samples, whatever. Let me go to my build and drop, and I'm going to this thing called the samples and the one-shots. Okay, so in the pack, I'm going to samples and one-shots. And I'm going to see, interesting. Why don't I try loading in one of these synths? I'm just going to drag in the first one. Oh, look, there's sounds. What can I do with these sounds? If my keyboard button is on, you remember this keyboard button in the top right corner? If my keyboard button is on, then using the keys of the keyboard, so I actually now am able to take any sound in the world. Let me take the second sound. And make it into a musical instrument. I can take the second sound. So anything, any sound can now become an instrument. So this is in the classic mode. If you look at the Simpler, and at the left side, there's classic, one shot, and slice. Okay, slice I will teach you in a more advanced class. But today we look at classic and one shot. Now classic, if you notice, and as I play on the keys, and today I brought an additional keyboard so you can see it now more clearly. Right? This notes play as I play. Let's try another one. Oops, so if I transpose with the Z and X keys, let's try adjusting certain parameters. So if you notice, there's this thing called frequency, right? And filter. I'm going to make the filter into one that looks like I'm going from left to right, jumping off a cliff. Filter type, left to right, jumping off a cliff. And right now, if I turn the frequency up to maximum, I will hear. But if I reduce the frequency, what have I done? I've made it more muffled. This is because this is a filter in the Simpler, which is just like the auto filter audio effect. If I turn up the resonance, that will make the filtering frequency peak. Makes it sound more squishy. So these are the things you can do with the frequency. I'm going to bring it back to the original settings. There's also attack. Attack will adjust how fast the note starts. So the note is starting. Then the other one is release. Release is how long after I let out my finger. So you notice with this, if I just tap, it immediately stops when I relift my finger up. In order to make the whole note play, I have to press my finger down. But if I just tap, if I wanted it to last longer, I would increase the release. So even tapping is enough. Okay, and the last one is the volume control, which I think is obvious. So try this for yourself. Try loading in different sounds. Just try loading in different sounds and see how you like it.